I needed a break from embracing darkness, or maybe I thought you did. I'm doing fine. So I've gone back to a journal that's from last year. It's from 12/8 of '09, and the Mayan day was one road. So this shows you it's not so long ago. It's only December, but time being accelerated the way it has. Well, anyway, it's called Experimenting Losing Self. This is an interesting space right here, right now. Writing this is an experiment, a testing of the waters. Not really a testing, of course, more like an examining. Heavens, waters are waters. What need have they to be tested? They simply are. Anyway, not at all sure that anything of fill in the blank will manage to come through these words. Heck, not even able to name whatever this is. Though that might be a good place to start, I don't care. Just going to flow and see what arises. The left brain is being, maybe, more and more sidelined. It seems less relevant to anything of any lasting import daily, almost hourly, these last few days. What is different, then, about the last few days? Good question. Have been listening to Adyashanti seminar and satsang, have perhaps done some other things in there somewhere, but this is what is relevant just now. Haven't even really arisen from bed, just stayed here, whether laying down or sitting up, listening. The laying down thing is really neat. You can get into cool states, or rather great depth, that way of whatever states are arising. One can just flow right in. It has been great, just centering in the heart, listening, going, flowing. Yeah, great. Well, and odd, yes, decidedly odd. Have been losing sense of self, losing any sense of any sort of anchored self. Have been sinking deeply into Adya's words, or rather following perhaps deeply into where they led. Words. Anyway, it has been rather strange. At times, I almost felt illumined. Yeah, I said strange, right? It would really feel like that sometimes, just for a flash, sometimes a bit longer. It made me feel high, even as in a sort of stoned sort of high. Not high spiritually, or any such nonsense. I wonder what I meant by that. Yeah, that has somehow become nonsense. To be able to be spiritually high or elevated. It has become meaningless. Not really sure why or how, but it doesn't matter. Just an observation. Yes, the mind could come in here and speak about high is the polarity for low and the duality of it, and ramble on that way for a bit, but I think not. It's just a waste of time and energy, and it leads nowhere anyway. Why bother? The mind seems to have become so useless as to be not even much of a worthy topic for conversation. Don't even feel like ranting about the uselessness of the left brain, with its only ability being to mislead, etc. No, it has become less important than that, so trivial almost as to be not worth the breath to have that discussion. Interesting. Okay, so what? What is important enough to deserve some words, some time, space here? Not sure. Seems I will have to return later with that. Going back for more Adya. This was just an experiment anyway, remember? Okay, so it only went this far. That's fine. Oh, and I will add this PS first, which is that the thought, yes, I know, mind, crossed my mind that this may be it. The entree into what has been the lifetime desire to write. Down through decades of journaling, there are the tracks of this constant desire or vision or whatever it is of me writing. Why did I never do anything beyond journal it? Good question. There was a condition, and it was a doozy, a major one. The writing had to come directly pretty much from source. Nothing else would do. Why not? Well, because such writing is out there, widely available on any topic, approached from just about any angle you like. It's a dime a dozen. There is already plenty of that. No, this would have to be better, would have to come from a higher source. Source itself, or presence, or God, or whatever you like to call it. That was my primary condition. That condition, up to now, has hardly been met. Yes, recently, as evidenced by the blog journal, source or spirit has been more and more visible in the writing. Believe me, were that not so, there would be no reason to post it. So, I have been feeling what it is like to be written through. Not to be a scribe or channeler so much, as to simply cease to be in the writing and watch it come forth, yet not to disappear entirely. It has been a real blessing. There has always been that touch of grace in the journals, which started back as a young girl, as private letters to God. That's how I would address them, dear God, then just proceed to flow with whatever came. Usually I was bringing concerns of some kind to be worked out for assistance to the Almighty. Boy, did I ever have a different idea or concept for God back then. Anyway, that has always been present. It has even gotten thicker and thicker over the years. Not in a continuous curve or any such, but it can be seen with a thorough read over the years of journals. Lately, however, it has come on much stronger. I have even felt the presence of a master or being of light speak to me, through me, on rare occasions. Saint Germain was the first, I think. It was really a surprise, let me tell you. It was so real, though. It just hummed with the Master's presence, and I could not deny it. So I went with it. Okay, that's nice. Nothing like a book or anything has come up, however. Nor am I working on any such. It has just been something I have watched for over the years, something I just knew it would be true at some point, so I just watched. Which is not to say it is true or anything like it right now. Not. I am just mentioning that the idea crossed awareness, that this might be on the horizon. Time shall tell. And it does not matter, of course. And it does. It simply is what it is. It will do what it will do. Whoever the heck it is, ho-ho. And I will just continue to watch. Oh, and report in the journal. Things have changed so much recently that I stopped journaling for a while. It has been strange and odd not to be writing. It has been so much a part of my mornings and or afternoons on most days for a long time now. Straight, across the board spiritual orientation, of course. Why else bother to write? What else counts or matters? Anyway, that is what was. Am now observing what is and see it morphing. Into what? Ah, that's the fun, of course. To find out, to discover. Stay tuned.